Quick reminder, I'm hosting a giveaway for 5,000 subscribers, so check out the link in the description box of what video to watch and instructions on how to enter. Good luck to everybody. Someone lucky will be winning this stunning Chanel CC brooch. Please go and enter.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today is launch day for Chanel 21K. This collection has been receiving a lot of mixed reviews online. Via Instagram, there are a lot of people who have released photos way beyond Chanel even released photos, and we've all kind of come up with our opinions of what we think of this new collection. The launch day here in Toronto is today. We do have two other boutiques that are launching in about a day or two, but all in all, the launch this time around is a little bit different than what it was in the past year and a half. And the year and a half, we've, at least in Toronto, have been undergoing an extended lockdown where stores were closed. So the way sales were done were very different. It was all over the phone, it was all pre-order, and it was all pre-sale. And then ordering items via text or virtual appointments. So it was very different. But today, the way that the launch is, and some of you have texted me photos of the lineups, my sales associate even anticipated that there will be huge lineups of people coming in before opening time. I'm not a fan of lineups at all, so for me, I guess it's fun, like, to line up for things, but if it's something that is meant for me, I'm not going to chase it. Like, I like just walking into a boutique and seeing something on the shelf or being shown something, and I fall in love with it and then I buy it. I don't really want to have to chase something because I think it takes away from the experience, but some of you like the chase, so it's fine. But yeah, there's nothing really in this collection that I was going crazy for, and there are several reasons. Because A, I don't need anything, and I think when you are actively looking for something, then you will show more interest in anything that comes out. But because in my collection I don't really have anything that I really do need, so that's one reason why I didn't really go crazy, going over on Instagram and looking at items and wanting them. And of course, you can want everything and just buy everything in sight if you really wanted to, but it's not necessarily sustainable, and you don't have the space for all that stuff. So the launch is very familiar to what it used to be years ago before the pandemic started, where you do have to line up and you see things in boutique, which is great, because what was happening was when people would arrive to the boutique after all this pre-sale and pre-order, there would be nothing left on the shelves. And that takes away from the whole experience of shopping. Like, you should be able to see the collection. Anybody should be able to see the collection and buy what they want on a first come, first served basis. I guess that's the only way that it's fair. And I anticipate that it'll be a lot easier for sales associates too, because people are being bombarded with texts over and over again about certain items and, having them reserved. So I kind of like it. I think if all boutiques start to do this, I think it'll really take away that stress of a chase, where, you kind of just accept that, when you walk into the boutique, this is a selection you have and you're going to look at it and you might discover something that you didn't even know existed. So I think that's really great. Let's get into the collection as usual. It's going to be a little bit hard to show items because Chanel has restructured their site and their app, and you don't really see everything. And even in the past, whenever you would see the collection online, not everything would be shown on there, right? So you might come across items in boutique maybe several weeks later that came in as part of the shipment, but it wasn't advertised in the campaign. So the best thing to do is to go into boutique and see for yourself, or ask a sales associate or call in if you're far away. Then maybe they can send you some photos of items that you'd be interested in. So let's go straight to handbags. And again, the way that handbags are shown, sometimes they kind of bring in items from other previous collections on the app. So in this collection, there's a lot of the frozen colors, a lot of ice blues, a lot of lavenders, sort of like light purples and iridescence, and it's actually, all those colors are super pretty. The first one we have is this mini 2.55 reissue bag with like gemstones all over it. This is, I bet this is really stunning in person and very sparkly. I don't think it'll be as sought after because, again, a lot of reissues, a lot of people don't really go for the reissues because they like the CC logo. I love the reissue. I love the reissue style, the history behind it. But this is probably going to be very expensive just because of all of the embellishments. So I'd be curious to know how much that is. The mini flat bags with the top handles, these are going to be really popular all the time. I mean, again, the price has gone up on these since they came out. These are in lambskin, and this would be such a beautiful summer blue color. I'm not sure how this would look in person, but definitely there are photos on Instagram. So if you are looking for a mini with top handle, go and try to score one yourself. They do have, again, the mini 2.55s. This, I think it's really beautiful in this lavender and then the silver hardware. Like, it's different. It's like a pop of color, but still somewhat neutral enough. Again, I love the mini reissues because they've got the 4 grommets instead of the 2 grommets, so it's really easy to double strap the chain. The mini bucket bag, this is like 13 grand. Not my style, but I mean, definitely I think it's something that people would like. It's kind of like this chainmail type of material, and I think there's like a mini that they've done in this as well. And I guess not much to show, but they do have these mini evening bags. These are kind of like, I guess, plexi, yeah. They did release something similar to this in previous collections in like a black and white. I've seen it in person. It's neat, not something that I really want. There is this mini flat bag that, again, kind of like that hobo shape, but I think you wouldn't really be able to fit a whole lot in there just because there's like that indentation on the sides. So again, you know, it's cute. Price is not bad for Chanel. This has been receiving a lot of attention. I think this comes in a medium flap as well. And this is like a silk jacquard with like the CCs all kind of, you know, woven in. Like it's kind of like that self print. Now, I would be petrified of having a snag on your finger, like, or a snag nail, and then like, you know, touching it and unraveling all that. It is, I mean, it's not ridiculously priced. I mean, well, I mean, I'll just ridiculously priced, but I mean, in terms of the bag, it's not higher priced than other classics. So nice color. I mean, I do like that sort of pink, but yeah, I prefer to get leather, even though this is leather lined. These mini flat bags with the top handle, this is a little bit different. Turn lock closure with the gold on the side. So this has been kind of like seen as a showstopper in the collection. I know some people have already picked this up. Very special. Like it's beautiful. I don't know if this is like a very stiff metal or if it's flexible, but seems like it's a, you know, a somewhat reasonable price for what it is. And then this, again, another showstopper. Again, the Vanity Case with, again, that gold that's on the top. What is this, actually? Gold metal. Yeah, so I bet it's hard. Vanity cases are always a little bit awkward to get into just because of the way the zipper is. So if you're wearing it and you're trying to get into it, it is a little bit awkward. So I used to want to get this style, but then I realized that this style isn't really for me. But again, something that I admire from afar. This mini flat bag got a lot of attention. Without looking at the price, when I see it, it's not something I really like. I don't know. Maybe I'd have to see it in person. It's kind of like that sort of chainmail, sort of mesh material. It looks very soft and, you know, squishy. But not something that I would like. And then when I see the price, no thank you. It's over 12 grand, so no. Another flat bag. This is in shearling. I think this is from previous collection, if I'm not mistaken, so let's just skip over that. But this evening bag with the pearls and the diamantes is beautiful. Price upon request for imitation pearls, and it's flat. It's just like a little pouch. I don't really, I mean, it's pretty, but not for, I'm assuming this is going to be more than 12 grand for what it is. Again, we have that same chainmail in the silver. These sequin bucket bags, I don't even know want to know how much that is. These small box bags seem really interesting. I've seen people model these on Instagram. I think this color is beautiful, actually. This sort of like really, really dark pink color. Again, I don't know how the closure will be. Like, it'll be a little bit hard to open and close. I don't know. I mean, I can't say. There's no turn lock. It just seems like a flap there. But seems like a very cute alternative to have. This sort of hammered lambskin metallic leather that they have. I think they have this in gold. I did see photos on Instagram. So if you're looking for, like I told you before, they always come out with metallic bags and metallic gold and silver bags. So it seems like the creative director for Chanel is repeating a lot of colors, which is probably why a lot of us are just kind of like, oh, it's been done, or we're not really as mesmerized with the collection anymore. But the mini flap bag with that chain, I believe this is adjustable. This is in a beautiful blue color. So if you guys are looking for a blue, definitely check it out. And then we get into some of the stars of the show. Stars mainly because of the price point. And now with the Coco handles, they've gone up in price since the last collection. So the flap bag with top handle, this is the small size that they're showing, is now $56.50, and I'll pull up the price of what I paid in 20K for my iridescent white top handle, Coco handle. This has beautiful iridescent pink color, stunning. I'm not a fan of this hardware personally. It's an ombre effect. I don't think it's like that oil slick type of finish. It is literally an ombre color. So I feel as if they just left that, it would have been a lot better. It just made it rose, like a rose metal, like maybe just like the top color, and they just stuck to that. Then it would have been far more wearable. Well, I mean, it still is wearable, but I mean, I would prefer it that way. But then again, I mean, Chanel, I guess they know what they're doing. This sort of graffiti print, again, very fun for anybody, like this shopping bag. If you guys like this sort of style, very, like, reminds me of like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, right? With the graffiti and all that. I think it's, it's an interesting, like, I mean, if you want like a showstopper piece, which I think once you get into building your collection, you want to get something different and something that makes you happy when you look at it. So this has a whole bunch of colors. Not something that I would add to my collection right now, but I'm sure there are collectors out there that would love this. And then this mini flap bag, which is more chain than bag. This looks tiny. This is 11 by 15 by, yeah, so it's a tiny bag for $5,000. So you're basically paying for a lot of the chain. And scrolling along, this messenger bag. This looks really interesting. This has some compartments. Okay, so yeah, it's in caviar leather, so if somebody's looking for something that's a little bit more easygoing, would be a good contender. So it looks like they've got like reissues and classics in this collection, but some of these are trickling in over from the previous collection. What's not shown here is the caramel. They did reintroduce that caramel from 21P in a very similar color, in not the classic flap, but in the 19 and the boy bag. So if you guys are looking for that caramel color, definitely check it out. Let's go into shoes. There are some interesting footwear. Now this first video here, the boots that they've shown in that pink, oh gosh, okay, let's just go straight to the, because I mean they're playing it over and over again. Some of these are questionable. Okay, the first one, love the color. Okay, this reminds me again of Marge Simpson buying that Chanel suit at the Ogdenville outlet mall. But I mean, if you guys know the Simpsons, okay, yeah, you'll go to my Instagram, I posted about that. But this apparently does come in black, okay, which is always fair, and then white, and then also a beige as well. So this is interesting. So basically it's a boot with an outer covering. So you basically take this covering off, and I think it's nylon, and to reveal a little boot underneath. So this is actually a very good idea for some of us who live in climates where it snows and there's ice and it's wet weather. Like, you protect the boot, so you just take the top off and you have the sole there for that. So it's not like you're gonna get, like, let's say if you're walking around in like the snow and the slush, you can take this off, and then the boot underneath isn't gonna, you know, have any slush on it because the sole will absorb it. But then you have the heel, which is still exposed, and that's like a gold metallic heel, so that'll get ruined. You have this little pocket up there. I don't know what you'd put in the little pocket, but it seems pretty interesting. But it's like a 2-in-1, but the price is like $3,000, which, I mean, standard Chanel boots, you're paying about $2,000 to $2,400. So I guess for about $500 more, you can get this outer covering. The concept I kind of like. I'd be curious to try these on and see how practical they are. They seem practical, but again, that heel is still exposed and you'll still get water going up in there. So I don't know how protected they are, but anyway, very cute. These, what the hell are these? And they come in a variety of colors. They come in white and they come in black. Like, first of all, and I think Fashion X French Fries on Instagram posted this. She posted, it's like Cookie Monster, literally Sesame Street Cookie Monster. What on earth are these? And then when you look at them in the black, it just looks like you're sprouting like this fur and leg hair, and it is not a good look. Like, these are very scary looking. Like, for $2,500, okay. What were they thinking? I don't understand. And I always like to cut Chanel some slack, or other designers some slack, and be like, okay, well, they can't produce anything ugly. And there are some items that you think are really ugly in photos, but then you see them and you're like, oh, okay, that's actually quite nice. But this, seeing these in person would not change my mind. But, you know, only the most fashionable of fashionable people will probably be able to pull this off. These boots with that angulated like Chanel, I think that's actually really nice. I don't need any boots, but these are really nice, especially the short ones. Those are nice. And then you have like these lace-up winter boots. If you're looking for like a combat style, these are quite nice as well. And price is similar to what other boots are at. And then you have these sequin ballet flats and pumps. In theory, they're nice, but they kind of look cheap to me. So I don't know. Again, these flat shoes, very cute, but I'm trying to stay away from very, very flat shoes, so I wouldn't be looking at those. But yeah, the ballerinas with the ankle strap, I don't know how flattering these would be. I think they'd really like cut you off in multiple places, so I'd have to try those on and see. And then let's move on, some more sandals. I bet these will make it into the sale, so I'll just stick around for that. These are actually quite nice. That sort of like sock knit, but then it's like suede, and I can barely keep black suede nice. I can't imagine how these would end up, but in theory I would love to wear those. These are like a high sneaker, and you know, Chanel sneakers are quite comfortable, but these come in black as well. I think these are actually quite nice. I think they'll look really nice on. We'll be trying those too. Okay, and that's it for shoes. Okay, let's go back into... what else? Small leather goods. Okay, so those are always really, really popular. Let's go to small leather goods. Let's see what they have to offer. Again, they have those little clutches with the chain that are ridiculously expensive. I'd rather just put in a little bit more money and get a wallet on chain. But if you're into that sort of metallic, that's great. Again, clutch with chain. I actually like this concept. I'm pretty sure these will be sold very quickly. These little card holders with the jewel, with like the hook, I think they're really handy, especially in this really, really beautiful pink color. I think this is stunning. You can clip it to like the loop of your pants. You can clip it to a bag. It also comes in this Cookie Monster variation, so if you would like, you could get that. The Minaudier is very beautiful. I really like this. It mirrors, it's like little compact mirror. Seems quite small. It does have a little strap on the side that you can slide your hand in, but it is quite a small little square. But it's very cute, and actually better priced than most Minaudier. So small vanity with chain, that's going to be really, really, you know, popular. 19 wallet on chain, those are always way more expensive than the regular wallet on chain. I think that this iridescent frozen finish is absolutely stunning. somebody lucky is really going to get this wallet on chain. The thing about this wallet on chain is you don't have that loop that goes through like I've shown before with the regular wallet on chain. Like the chain is actually on the sides. You will still get that dip like I had mentioned before, but the bad thing about this is then it's not adjustable. Like you can't really, well, it is, because you can still put the chain around, but you will still get that tunneling, I think, no matter what. But I don't know if they've changed all wallet on chains or if it's just this design, I mean, or this style. But it would be nice if they, I mean, maybe they did change it. I'd have to actually ask if they've done that. But little flap coin purse for $3,000. No, thank you. Card holder. I think they did have, so they do have the gold now. Look at the wallet on chain in that hammered finish. I think this is actually very pretty. So if you're looking for a gold bag, go knock yourself out. Comes in that zip card holder. I think they came out with the key holders too. I saw photos on Instagram lurking around of the 4-ring key holders. So if you want to, and I think they're in lambskin, so if you want to go check it out. I did do a recent review, purely coincidental. I didn't realize that they might come out, but yeah, if you're looking for that same item, I think it is available in lambskin, so go ask your sales associate. Okay, so we've got shoes, handbags, small leather goods. Let's look at costume jewelry. Why not? I don't need any more costume jewelry, but then I go ahead and buy costume jewelry. But I think it's something that it's a trap. It really is. A lot of it is quite expensive for what it is. But let's see what they've got to offer. Not a fan of these clip-on earrings with the little disco ball. We're not even going to open that. A lot of this is expensive. Okay, what is this long necklace? Like, is this a container? Oh, it is a container. Okay, kind of cool. I guess it's for a lipstick, or you can roll up like a dollar bill or something and put it in there. I mean, that's the only thing I can imagine. Haven't seen it in person. These are very sweet with the little pearls and like the diamante crystals. If you're a fan of like dangle earrings, they do this sort of style pretty often. Again, beautiful cuff. I will not be paying Chanel money for this because I can get this design at an Indian costume jewelry store for maybe 50 bucks, if even that. Like, I can get something way better, so I'm not going to be spending my money on that. A lot of these necklaces are priced at the same price as fine jewelry, like, so yeah, but I don't really know if there's any stars this time around. It'll be interesting to see what's left in boutique. These are actually kind of nice too. And these are, I've got like the pink resin. These are actually very sweet looking. So if you're looking for a little bit of, you know, color, that's actually quite nice. What else? See, I'm not really looking for any costume jewelry, so probably that's why I'm not as intrigued. But these studs are going to be very popular. Rhinestones do fall out. They haven't really happened to me as much, maybe with 1 or 2 items, but for the most part they've been fine. And I think that's it. I think they're showing some 21A stuff. I mean, this is probably going to make it to the sale. This brooch, the yellow with the strass, I'm pretty sure this will make it into a sale one day, so don't waste your energy. I guess with other accessories, there are some beanies with like the Chanel on it, and I think you can just take a beanie and put a brooch on there if you want to. So looking at headwear, again, yeah, these beanies with the little CC logo, very cute. But then, oh, I think this is detachable, so you get a brooch and the beanie in one. If that's the case, okay, I got it. But just get yourself a regular beanie. Leather scrunchie. Is this leather? Yeah, it's lambskin. These I've seen on Instagram. People are really liking these if you're into scrunchies. And then some of these I think are previous collection. So, oh, earmuffs. So if you've seen, I've actually unboxed these earmuffs, similar earmuffs. They're in the all black. Okay, they came in white as well, but I was, the white just kind of sticks out, makes my head look bigger. So these I think were a better alternative, and also it was pointed out to me that the white will get dirty with makeup. So all black. But if you do want to get a touch of the white, I think these will be really nice. These are the same price as I got mine for. So, but you know, yeah, I guess just put like the black, the side closest to your face and leave the white at the back, if you're gonna wear them like that. But I mean, if you don't really wear foundation and stuff, I guess it's fine. These are from previous collection. Yep, that we're not gonna go into that. So this is what they're doing. They're just kind of mixing things in so it confuses people. Belts would be really popular. Again, I think that designer belts can really add something to an outfit, but at the same time can really compete with other accessories. So it really depends on how you dress. But these sort of stretch belts are great. A lot of people do like these because they're a little bit more flexible. And yeah, I actually really like this one. And then you have the plain one without the chains, a little bit cheaper. I actually really do like that. I might consider this. I might consider it. Let's just screenshot this. There we go. Okay. But I bet it's probably gone by now, so we won't try. But yeah, some of these are previous collection that I recognize, and that's pretty much it. So these are just my first impressions. There are probably a lot more photos lurking on Instagram of people going into boutique even prior to launch day. I mean, I think some countries still had some of the stuff out for pre-sale, so people were able to post pictures of that. And yeah, I think there isn't really anything that I have my eye on. I shouldn't really have anything on. I shouldn't really have anything on my wish list. But it would be interesting to go into boutique and see what comes in after, because like I said, not everything is ever shown in the campaign. There are always other gems in the collection that never really make it to social media. I never make it into the stock photos. So an example of that would be my green trendy CC that I never saw a photo of online. That color was part of 20A, but it was never in the campaign. So it's always nice to sort of see what else comes in, because not everything comes in at the same time. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.